semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on last season's national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. They start this playoff game with a pass. Makes a quick catch. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. So the holding call on the offense will back them up 10, and they'll try it again. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The receiver makes the catch. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Wide open downfield. Breaks into the clear. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of it.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, second down now from the 35. Looking to chuck it again. Misses the receiver, incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking deep to the right side. Touchdown, Tigers, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. He's got it. He's open. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He's going to take off here. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Well, this is why the offensive coordinator trusts his quarterback on these RPOs. He made the right read, was able to pick up some good yards. Now they have a 2nd down and manageable. Wouldn't be surprised if they run that RPO again.
Important 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown time as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
What a beautiful post route right over the top, and it splits this defense for 6 points. Great recognition by the quarterback to see the void in the middle third of this secondary and confidently deliver that strike.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop. Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Handoff here from the shotgun. stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a receiver. Running out of time in the pocket. Has incomplete, very nearly intercepted that time.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, their hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Offense on the field. It's 4th down and 9. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
This coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw now on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. The first play of this drive now is set up at the 34. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Throws it to the right. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a 1st down.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. 1st down and more. He's still running. Touchdown, Alabama. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And one final play before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. And the pass falls incomplete on the final play of the 1st quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Here's the handoff. He's got room to run. And here he goes. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. Let's it fly to the wideout. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Oh, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Tries the right with a quick throw. It is intercepted. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught for the completion. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
It's a quick grab. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice game, getting closer to midfield. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, LSU. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Point after, not right through. BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And the back now goes in motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And he's got it! A diving catch way downfield.
Boy, this is a big play by this offense. They go on the post route. It's a perfectly run route. It looks like the ball is going to be overthrown, but how about the receiver laying out to bring that one in for the big gain?
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Wideouts now clustered. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That moves the football to the 27 and a 1st down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I'll tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. He's got the 1st and still going. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. QB keeper all the way. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers quickly. A receiver on the screen. Ball scooped up by the defense. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment.
Boy, the offense catches a break here, Chris. You know, all week long as a coach, you work on the fundamentals, so when you get out into the game, your players aren't overthinking. They're just being natural athletes. Here, they don't do a good job of securing the ball. It almost cost them. They're lucky to get that ball back.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. Second down, we're going to throw it. On the move now. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Punt team ready to boot it away. Kick it away here. Returner decides to fair catch this. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Handoff to the back. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down play coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. They'll make an adjustment before this important play. They bring the punter onto the field now.
In formation to kick it away.
And the returner is tackled by this one coverage team. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. Pressure is coming. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. The kicking team makes the recovery. So here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that previous play. Back in motion now. Defense not pressing this time. He escapes the pocket. Extending the play now. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, we'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking to scramble. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
They've only converted once on fourth down this game. We'll see if they can make it 2 for 2. From the shotgun, drops back. He'll be brought down on fourth down, and the drive ends with a sack.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Now it's second down here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. By the receiver. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Throws it to the right. And that pass ball is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Now, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Finds his man.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Hand it off. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. They burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. Dump off caught by the running back. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. QB to the tight end for a completion. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
LSU has moved into the red zone. Looking to throw yet again. Launching one to the end zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelbacker, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, LSU. And they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Because that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and we'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he released it. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Is incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Handoff from the shotgun. Has the first down. Is still going. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Bama. They were not going to catch him that time.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. We reach the end of 3 in this playoff game. Deadlock, a classic on our hands as we stop to check the game summary so far. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking deep to the right side. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter. Spot in the natty at stake. This defense is being shredded. Kirk, what can they do differently to stop this guy?
Man, I don't know. I mean, I would just keep trying to come up with double coverage or blitzing, something to try to slow down not just the receiver, but kind of pressure the quarterback. But right now, the receiver is just in a zone. Sometimes you get into that spot, and it's so hard to get you out of it. I know if I were this quarterback, keep throwing him the rock.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start on the 25. In time, that'll cost him 5 yards. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. And on the carry, he's heading left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. The quarterback looks to his right. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. It's knocked away. Incomplete. 4th down now. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's good as he throws it. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He decides to keep it here. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. He puts it on the turf. The defense scoops it up. They get him down, but the takeaway and heard a huge play to set up the offense here.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call?
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Looks like LSU has the first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Design quarterback run. Breaks free. Picks up a game here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Crucial moment late in the game. 3rd and inches. Which side can impose their will? So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? He keeps it on a design run. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, why not, Chris? These guys have been doing it all year. This offensive line has been a staple, and this back has the vision to be able to find that crease to get the first down, and you're that much closer to advancing.
1st and goal. If they play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
Running for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. Offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Makes it look easy, and they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Makes the read. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Throwing up play action. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win.